You are now tuned in to the Ladies Love Hip Hop podcast with your host, Summer Willow.
And I hit it. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Summer Willow of the Ladies Love Hip Hop podcast. Thank you for joining me. It's my pleasure to see you again. Thank you for following me on all the platforms listed below. Make sure you like, you share, follow, do everything you can to be engaged. It's a platform for those who love hip hop. I'm one of them. And without further ado, I have one of my favorite MCs on this line today. This man, he has like 39 projects or something like that out. He's been like in every Source magazine ever printed. He is a entrepreneur. He's a good man. He loves the kids.
That's right.
Cali's own Fresno baby.
Hey.
Planet Asia.
What's good with you, Summer?
So excited to talk to you. I'm great. I can't complain. How are you?
Nah, I'm great. Trying to, like you said, get this business going.
How's it going?
It's going cool. You know what's crazy though? Somebody tried to break in the shop the other day, and they had to be like a fiend or something. Cause I got bars all when you can't really get in. And I meant to tell my homies to take those shirts out of the window. I guess he tried to bust through, and he only got like a shirt. It's obviously a little blood on it, so they hurt themselves trying to do the shit. I'm like, and these shirts is like demos, so I'll be able to spot them because those are the only ones.
Right, one of a kind. Thanks, guys. You're so smart. Thanks.
Yeah.
So tell everybody the name of your shop, where it is, and all of that.
The name of the shop is Baby Shoe. It's in Fresno, California, on Kern Street. Damn, I forgot the address. It's so new, but it's on Kern Street, right next to the most populous taco spot in the city. Can't miss it. You know what I mean? So come through. It's Fresno, kind of small, so you can't miss it.
And what do you sell there?
I sell a brand called Baby Shoe and On Serve. Baby Shoe was created by my oldest son, who happens to be a skateboarder himself.
AA.
And so I was on some he's so good at skating that I was like, okay, I understand the business of skateboarding because I had friends when I was in high school who were pro skateboarders, but it was before skateboarders started making like super millions. Like they're they're like the OGs of like the Stevie Williams. Speaking of Philadelphia, shout out Stevie.
Yep, absolutely.
Like the OGs that came before him that wasn't getting all the super big deals. They was more of like clothing sponsorships and free skateboards, and you can like walk into certain clothing stores and get stuff for free and shit like that.
Yep.
And skateboarding got big in late 90s as far as like people get signed to these different companies. And so my whole thing was like, instead of just getting signed to a company, how about creating your own company? So even if you don't end up being the biggest skateboarder, you still
have a line. Yep.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then it's Fresno backwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Surf is Fresno backwards.
And is that just t-shirts or what is that?
No, that's everything.
Everything.
On Surf is actually from my guy YB. That's his brand, but since the stores are next to each other, I was like, we should just merge them and use your side as the warehouse side, kind of like, and use my store as the store. So it's kind of like local entrepreneurship, people that know each other, been knowing each other, and being able to stay creative and keep flushing out ideas.
Yeah.
That's all I really want to do. It's not even really about the money. It's more like
building.
I'm always searching for that feeling of how I feel when I'm making an album, or like the first time I heard even hip hop, like just things that excite me. I try to keep that energy. You know what I'm saying?
When's your birthday?
October 24th.
Okay.
Scorpio.
Scorp. Okay.
Scorps.
Boo! Like no.
What is you, a Taurus? What is you?
A Gemini.
Oh shit.
This call is over.
So which person am I talking to? Willow or Summer?
You are talking to Summer.
Okay,
all day, every day. You are talking to Summer. There's just going to be some moments when you're talking to Winter.
Okay. Oh, it's Winter too?
It's Winter. You're going to want her to go away. Okay? You want her to go.
But yeah, so that, you know, with that, it's just, I try to keep it like creative, you know.
Well, clearly you have like endless ideas, endless thoughts, because a person who can make so many projects. I mean, dude, you got so many projects, and they're all fresh and fun. That's one thing about you that I love, and I love social media for this. I kind of don't like social media for a lot of other reasons,
right?
But I got a chance to see you. And even though some people, you know, they front for the gram and everything, I feel like you're just being silly. Like you're just being yourself on the page and just using it as an outlet to make other people laugh. And you crack me up as an MC. So just like, yeah, he's actually that dude. I like that.
Right.
You're a good guy.
I mean, because if you front, you got to keep that shit up.
Yeah, nobody got time for that.
I can't be like keep showing you the same re-up money. How many times I'm gonna show you a pair of sneakers?
Right.
I mean, it's fun. That's cool too, but it's like some shit get repetitive. Put it like this: women and men have can have this corniness about it. For me, a woman that shows her ass all day,
all the time,
as much, and I'm a nasty nigga.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's still a moral to that shit, and it's a certain. I don't know. It's like some shit becomes retarded after a while. It's kind of like how, you know, I got babies. I've had babies, and you know how babies are when they in their diapers. Sometimes they just take their diaper off and run around that crib. Right? They just, you know, like my little cousin Tuki. It's funny because my little cousin Tuki, you know the one I be putting on my Instagram. Now that's my cousin Jamal's daughter, right? Now, Tuki, my favorite baby cousin, because she the babyest of the family, and the same thing with her. She would be running around taking off her diaper. And I used to be like, Tuki, go put your clothes on, right? When I would say that, it's funny because the first time I said it, she went and got her. She ran in the room, got her clothes, brought her back to me like, yeah, put them on for me, right? And so the next time I came to the house, she was doing the same thing, and I looked, and she ran into the room and came back with the clothes. I didn't have to say that because she already knew. So now it's like fast. She learned fast. Like, okay, I'm not supposed to be just running around like that. I'm like, dude, go put your clothes.
That's right.
And that's not it. And so when I see grown ass women do that, I mean very grown, and I'm like, you don't get paid for that. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you? After a while, it becomes like, okay, something wrong. And it's the same with a dude that keeps showing like money, car, money. Like it's like, okay, what are you saying? You're a trick? Like you just buy. You just buy those, you know? You just say you want to buy some. Yes. Just say it.
Because it's plenty for sale. It's plenty for sale.
You know what I'm saying? So
you need to get some.
So it's corny, you know. The shit becomes corny with a dude just bragging about money. I'm like, yo, you're overcompensating. Or a dude that's trying to be tough all day. You're overcompensating for something. You're hiding something.
You know what? I listened to West Side Gun's like the new album, right? And it's the skit. It's a skit on there where the guy was like, "It take like 10 niggas together to make one nigga." Like you need all these guys around you just to be yourself,
right?
Just to have an identity, and that is so true. Like people don't know who they are, so they gravitate towards one thing.
Man,
play it out. It's all the way out.
All the way. That's a great skit on this album too. I when I heard that, I was like, man, I know so many people like that. that just have to have just a bunch of people. You know, with me, I'm more of I like to have creatives around me more than just people. You know, I got relatives that I don't kick it with like that because I'm like, the conversation you keep having is not conducive to what I am. So even if I'm related to you, that shit don't mean nothing to me because it's like, I'm wired different. I'm wired to only create shit all day. Whether it's music, something. It's like, I'm so much like that, even when it doesn't seem like I'm doing something. Me sitting here just going like this. I'm working.
I'm the same way. I'm the same
You know
way.
what I mean?
I was talking to my brother, and he might see this, and I was talking to my brother, and he was telling me this story, the same story again, about something he was upset about. Now, that's my brother, and I love him. So clearly, the thing made him upset, and it's bothering him. And it bothers me, too, that it happened. But, like, why do we keep having to talk about it? And then what are you going to do about it? Because I'm an empath, and he's sucking my energy out.
Yo, I don't think people get that about me. It's like, I be like, I can feel that shit. Even if you're not even saying nothing, I can feel that shit. Like, yo, man. Yo,
if your face isn't right.
Yeah. Yo,
if I have to say what's wrong.
Oh my God.
Now look, it's in the pit of my stomach to say it because I see it. That's the empath in me.
And then they get mad when you say the shit.
Like, ain't nothing wrong. Like, I'm good. Like, you're not good. So
like, just go ahead and say
what tell me the story.
Yeah. Right.
And you sit there trying not to listen, and it's going all into your soul. Like,
right. And then that shit fucks up my creativeness because then I'm like, that energy took something out of me where I don't feel like writing now. Like, because for me, this is what people don't understand. You know, people always like, how you make so much music? I don't really make a lot of music like that. Y'all really get music that's kind of like older. Like lately I've been putting out like music that I've been recording, a few projects. But it's really like asking me how do I make music so much is kind of like asking a kid how does he like going to Toys R Us
and pick all those great toys.
Right, like
because I do.
I look at music like that, kind of like, you know, like, oh shit, the new Transformers coming out, or you know, I'm not because I don't play with toys, but I'm saying that feeling of when you was a kid, like that new shit, like, oh, I still have that burn in me. A lot of people lose that. I didn't lose it because I guess I'm not serious enough to be like giving a fuck.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Don't take yourself or anything too seriously. Not that you don't care about it, but it's not going to break you or make you. It's just something that's in you that you need to get out. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you saw it through, so you're complete. Like, I'm complete, and I'll move on to the next thing.
You know? So, like this album that I got coming out next called Holy Water, I swear we done mixed this album 1,000 times. I'm just trying to get it right, yo. And I never even been through it like this. I guess because it's kind of some of the shit is kind of lo-fi, but my lo-fi is not like everybody else's lo-fi. My lo-fi is really a frequency lo-fi, not like just a loop. Like, it'd be like fuzzy shit going on and just like mathematical bullshit. It's funny how a beat can be like, I could record something on the song, right? Send it to get mixed down, and then the beat get brightened up so much that it don't even sound like I'm rapping to the same beat no more. And I'm like, yo, something happened. Like, we gotta either turn something down or to get it back to that.
Yeah, like you shine that up too much.
Yeah, I'm like, I need the original demo form of this just to be louder. I don't really need every morsel of it to be, because I'm like, in certain parts that I couldn't even hear.
You sit in for the entire mix? You're sitting in for all of this?
No.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
I have a person that, no, hell no.
I was about to say, you gonna go crazy.
I would go crazy doing that. Now, I record it to a certain level that I need it, and then I send it to my guy who's good at mixing, because I trust him. But sometimes it was just with this particular album. Cause it's dope as hell, and I want y'all to get it right. I want y'all to hear it how I want to hear it.
Right.
So when it comes, it's like, oh shit. Cause after that, I'm dropping Kita, and I can't wait to drop Kita, because Kita's like my African album. It's like, but it's not African. It's African, but it's like, it's still the same shit I do, but it just got that
tribal sound.
Yeah, it got some of that in it. I got a joint in there, man. I ain't gonna even tell the feature, but put it like this. I have a feature on Kita that you can't even pay for.
Well,
I'm talking about no. This ain't no rap feature. I'm talking about I have an 84-year-old person on my album. Okay. An 84-year-old person. I ain't gonna tell you who he is. You'll never figure it out. But when the world hears this shit and realize that this person is on my song, they're gonna be like, how the fuck did he get him? Like, what the? Yo, that's great. And it ain't any type of song either. It's one of those, like, I can't even explain it. It's so fucking ill.
Now you got me like.
It just reminds me of like like when Grand Pooba like had one of those. It just reminds me of like a stimulated, like the best stimulated dummy type beat you could have, like, but like up to date, and like it just got this tribal feeling to it.
The face you make right now is enough. I need to hear this.
I'll give you a hint.
Thinking about this one.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay. Make it good.
I would say he's the grandfather of dancehall music. Let's just say that. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it there too, and then I'll be guessing later.
He's been with Bob Marley and all of those people every day. So when this shit come out, and he ain't hurting for no money either. Let's just say that. Yeah, I don't even want. You would have to really think, but look, it's crazy.
Okay. So speaking of crazy vibes, I'm gonna go back a minute to Egyptian merchandise.
Ooh.
So I have a few favorites of yours, but that's tribal to me. That's comedic. That's the shit. That album. Oh my God. Do you remember the post that I put up about that album? I'm gonna repost it.
Yeah.
That album I finished my book to that album.
Wow.
Like, it inspired me so much. And you were still talking your shit over it. It wasn't like you was,
like I
letting your people go and shit, right? You were still doing
Shout out to Brother Jay, that's my brother.
Absolutely. But you were, you definitely drop gems. You always do. You always drop gems because you care. But at the end of the day, the music was majestic. It was like, I could just see you in the studio, like, losing your brain cells. When you get music from people, do they try to get you? What?
Oh, my bad. You and your Egyptian, bro. I know how you feel about that Egyptian merchandise.
It's my favorite album. I'm telling you, like, I thought I could rap. When I was listening to it. I was like, I need to write a rhyme, but I can't rap.
That's what's up. When an album make you feel like that, that's when you know it's one of the ones.
Let me get rid of my pen. Let me try to do a couple bars to this. And it was sounding like horrible, so I kept my day job. But that thing, I appreciate you for that. Thank you for that. That's actually the album that I get my girlfriends who don't know who you are to listen to, and they're like, I'm not playing today, Chanel Summer.
That's what's up. Tell them I said what up.
I will. One of them is my sister, Tamika. You can give her a shout out.
What up, Tamika? Blow, 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 blow.
Absolutely. But when you get tracks, do they try to get you to come to the studio to hear them, or do they just throw you stuff?
Well, that particular album I put together myself. So it was like most of that was Dirty Digs. A lot of that I recorded. Mm-hmm. I recorded at the studio. I wrote in the studio. I write most of the stuff I do in the studio.
Okay.
That original, I mean the intro track, my man Calvin Valentine, he's dope. He did that beat. Who else did something on there? Damn, somebody. Oh, my man Eddie Brock out in Bakersfield. Mm-hmm. He sent me some stuff, and I just pick beats, and a lot of times when I'm working on an album, other albums will come out of the album. So, for instance, Mansa Musa, that album is basically songs that didn't fit Egyptian merchandise, but was still in the Egyptian merchandise. Like,
can I tell you that I could tell that?
You can tell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're still on that same vibe.
Yeah.
But they're like a little bit. I'm not saying soft, but I'm saying like soulful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like less powerful.
Right.
And more like, chill.
Yeah. Chill. Yeah. So Mansa Musa is like the kind of like the sequel to Egyptian merchandise a little bit. Mm-hmm. Because I was in both of the state of minds when I made Egyptian merchandise. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking about like just the richness, and then I'm thinking about like, oh shit, then I'm thinking about Mali. I'm just thinking about everything Africa had to offer. So it's just like, that's where I made my stance of fuck all this Gambino shit and all this shit. My Gambinos is Shaka
That's
Zulu.
right.
Fuck
That's
Scarface, nigga. Fuck motherfucking
all of them.
I don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga.
All of them.
Shaka Zulu, nigga. Motherfucking, Hannibal. You know what I'm saying?
Mansa Musa.
Exactly. But just just African shit, man. Like, I don't patronize other shit like that. I don't look at other things like that no more. I'm like, why everybody's, being, I don't even want to go there, but everything except us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I did, I did the Golden Buddha, but to me, the Buddha's a black man. So I didn't, all of that was being made. Because it took me 4 years to make Golden Buddha, because I was one producer.
Okay.
So all those albums, when you talk about like Egyptian merchandise, Mansa Musa, and the Golden Buddha are all mine. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm dealing with
your rites of passage type of some sort of ascension situation.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, I was just feeling like the whole gangster shit, the whole, emulate, even down to even black gangsters, whether 50 Cent over 50. I'm like, everything ain't gotta be American gangster. I'm like, fuck that. I'm about to take this shit to Africa, because it don't.
Some real gangster shit. Some real shit.
Yeah, it don't get no more rugged than Africa. So for Keita, I really went to Nairobi. I went to the the shanty towns and shot videos and shit. Like when this shit come out, yeah. I got real.
My legs are shaking. You can't see, but my legs are shaking.
I be feeling like Jay-Z and them be spying on me. I don't know why. I just feel like it. Nah, because I just seen this Beyonce video. I'm like, they got more budget. Of course, they got way more budget than I do, so they get to do everything. Like, I'm the first one to shoot a video at the Louvre. Egyptian merchandise album, I'm at the Louvre.
That's you
but
first.
I couldn't go inside. He had to.
Well, he could get in.
Outside. I couldn't get in, but I was there in front of the pyramid. Just the idea of it, and then he does that, and then I'm in fucking Nairobi. You can tell I'm doing something. I'm in the shot, and then boom, But you know, a lot of us, we be on the same wavelength.
That's what I was gonna say.
Nas too, you know, it just be a wavelength thing going on. I'll be like, damn, because I'm not privy to knowing what these dudes are doing.
It's
you know,
energy.
They know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn.
But it's all energy. I mean, look at what's happening in the world
crazy.
Right now. It's everybody. Well, not everybody. A lot of people are aligned in their energy right now. It's a great time right now. And I was saying in another interview that the pandemic may be one of the best things that has happened to a lot of people.
For sure.
Because it allowed us to be introspective by ourselves, hear our own voices, understand what junk we're putting in on our own, control that, purge that, and then just kind of like with everything that was going on and all the injustices and all of the, you know, the economy failing, it's like you start to understand what is really important right now. And it will always take you back to one. Yeah, it takes you back to one. And one for us is the motherland.
Yep. Africa. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? People, you know, you got all these esoteric ass people that want to do
esoteric ass people.
Yeah, they want to talk about everything but Africa. And I just be like, damn, are we really the only people that do that shit? Like the whole earth is our home. That's, of course, I know that. But that's semantics to me because I'm like, nah, B, the richest, I want the best part. So how come y'all not claiming the best part? You don't think if Chinese homeland was Africa, they wouldn't be claiming the shit out of that?
Shit.
You got people claiming Africa that ain't even Africans.
Absolutely.
You got British motherfuckers that'll tell you they African.
I'm South African.
Yeah, like, no the fuck you ain't. You a British that moved to Africa. So, but if you are dumbasses that be like, I ain't no African. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, yo. I'm like, yo, you denying the same heaven. You denying the same heaven that they write about in your
Bible.
Your Bible. All this shit that they talk about in heaven is African.
Say it again. Can you say it one more time for them back there?
That heaven in the Bible that they're describing is what really Africa is. Let's talk about it. Road to gold. Who has the gold?
Africa.
Honey. Yeah, you ain't gonna get no more honeys than Africa. You know what I'm saying? Perfect weather. Ain't all that bullshit National Geographic desert heat they be trying to show. No. The weather there is like fucking
It's
Cali.
Beautiful. I've heard because
like
I haven't been yet.
Like
I love Cali weather.
You know what I'm saying? And the fruits. Yo, when I was in South Africa and I ate a fucking orange, yo, I felt like
it was an orange.
Yo, I was like, yo, this is the oranges that we had in the 80s. Like,
was it like you had a power pellet?
Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, it was like, yo, this is what fruit is supposed to taste like. I ate like a plum or something. Yo, the shit was just like you don't even, you wouldn't, candy, fruit like that, you would never want to.
Don't need candy.
Straight like that. The grapes, real grapes with seeds in them.
With seeds, y'all need seeds, y'all.
Not these fucking Monsanto cotton candy
exactly.
grapes. Who the fuck?
That's this big.
With no seed in it.
With no seeds. How'd it grow?
So it's like we enjoy this laboratory life. Why do
damn. PA?
Yeah, we enjoy the laboratory life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, well, you know, they asked us, why does he love the devil? Why does he love the devil? Why do we love the devil? Because the devil gives us nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was taught. You love the devil because he gives you nothing. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't even get nothing for nothing. It's kind of like being a black soldier that goes to war for a country, and then you come back. You go to war for America, come back and get spit in your face, hung. Brothers was getting hung. Yo, how the fuck you fight for a country? You come back and you get fucking hung from a tree? Yo, get the fuck out of here. And we still wondering.
Want to be here.
Yeah, and we still wondering why they do the shit that they do to us. And I'm like, nigga, like, it's like being in jail. If you let one motherfucker take your shit and, you know, you keep giving it to it, everybody gonna take from it.
And that's what's been happening.
Yeah. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
been happening.
So, whoever hear this shit, take it how you want to take it. You know, I don't give a fuck. But, it is what it is. We that pretty.
What he said.
We the pretty girl and handsome dude in the classroom that everybody keep hating on.
Pretty much.
Facts.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, as a culture, that's our culture.
Yep. And you know what? I remember one of my students said, we were talking about what they wanted to do when they got their first job, what they wanted to do with their money. And, you know, went around the room, I want to buy a house, I want to do this, I want to do that. So the one girl said, I want to travel. And I'm like, that's good. You should want to get out of here. And I said, well, where do you want to go? And she's like, I want to go to an island. And I said, well, islands are cute. I said, have you ever thought about going to Africa? And she was like, for what?
See?
So,
but I'm like, you want to go to the fake Africas. An island is a fake Africa. You want to go to the little bitty Africa. Nigga, you ain't seen a real island to you. That ain't fucking island, nigga. Imagine Jamaica, Brazil on steroids. All the little, these little bullshit islands we be going to, they got hundreds of islands in fucking Africa. Spots, little resorts. It's so, you can fit, you can fit how many Americans inside Africa?
I don't even know.
You can fit a few Americans in Africa. So I'm like, everybody, they tricked us into thinking that Africa is someplace that needs a 1-800 number when we the motherfucking place that need the 1-800 number. And if you notice, Americans can't travel no fucking where right now. We the most contaminated people on the planet right now.
Yeah, and all these countries are pulling rank.
Exactly. So it's just like, I don't know, man. We really retarded.
But that opened up. No, we are, and I'm going to put myself in that because it's never my intent to judge or put down, especially young people.
I say we.
Me.
Yeah, I'm a part. Yeah, it's all of them. I mean, you know.
But I'm just saying, like, it opened up a lot within me because I've been a lot of places, but I've never been to Africa. I spent a lot of money, but I never spent it there. And I made it I'm supposed to be in Mali in December, but I can't go now.
You was going to Mali?
Yeah.
They funking out there in Mali right now, though.
I know. But one of my colleagues is a diplomat there. Well, one of my old colleagues is a diplomat there. And we had planned last year for me to come this year.
Wow, you would have saw the Dogon. See the Dogon tribe. Man. And see, they be robbing us of all kind of ancient wisdom and stuff, and we don't even be knowing it. And they use shit against us. Meanwhile, we over here playing on the internet and shit while they dealing with our high sciences and shit.
Real shit. Yep. Real
so
shit.
It's like, I don't, at this point though, it's like, people be talking about we in the last days. I'm like, this is how I know y'all lost. Revelation's already passed, baby.
You need your own talk show, but go ahead.
Remember, that it already happened. That's the thing that people don't even understand. Like, the judgment already happened and you don't even realize it. You've already been judged already. So where you're at right now is where you're at.
Make it the place you want to be.
Yeah, how Jay say, man, you was who you was when you got here.
All right.
Revelations happened a long time ago. I mean, a very long time ago. Only thing is, we're living out the little time that the devil is able to still roam around a little bit. That's it. Other than that, though, it already happened.
This is the judgment.
Yeah, it already happened. Like, so it's like, this shit is funny though to me because now this shit is based on word games, and if you don't know how to play the word games, you're gonna lose. If you don't take words literal by definition and not by your emotion or how you feel. Because you can be taught that a word means one thing but you can hear a certain word used in the wrong context your whole life and think that that's what that word means until you actually open up the fucking dictionary.
Right.
And 85% of the population that they have in prison is based off a language. Of not understanding certain
manipulation of that language.
So it's like English language, one word can mean 3 different things, right? But then it has its foundational meaning to it. So people forget the foundational meanings to things, and so they'll run an allegory on you to see if they'll put it in a context that you might not understand, and you'll try to use the shit, and they're like, nah, that ain't what we meant though. That doesn't mean that. So that's why I always tell people, you can go to court and still be right. You can be right in court and still wrong at the same time because you didn't have the proper
language.
That's why they have a public defender and a fucking attorney. The attorney's like, okay, if you want to play this game, you got to pay me. If you want that language, you got to pay me all this money. The public defender like, I'm just gonna.
I'm a stab in the dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you get locked up because I get paid off you being locked up.
Yeah.
The attorney's like, either way, nigga, you want to pay his bread.
Yep.
Because you haven't studied enough words. You haven't read enough to be able to get out of this situation. That's just thing. All it takes is reading to get out. You can get out of any situation with knowledge of it. And
that's the main pillar that's been stripped of all of us is education. On purpose.
And law, and especially like law, just like basic education. We don't even have basic education as Americans. We don't have a civilized education because to have civilization is to have knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you know what I'm saying? Food, clothing, shelter, you know what I'm saying? Love, peace, and happiness, and things like that. Freedom, justice, and equality. Those are the things that make civilization. So it takes a certain amount of education to have food, clothing, and shelter.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Those are the basic things that create a civilization. So we're not being taught
the basics.
The basics. We don't get taught about taxes in school. We don't get taught how to hold money. None of that shit because it's not built for you to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
and the system's not failing you. It was designed this way. That's the other thing that people need to understand. Because
we a gumbo ass country, and the only bloodline to this land is the native people of this land. So, and they drunk, no disrespect. They don't have no jurisdiction in what's going on this land of the majority of the land, right? So you got and then you got people that a lot of us have Native American in us, right?
When we were here together.
My whole thing is I'm still going to pick the best part. I'm not going to be the black dude saying, "No, I don't got to go nowhere." Fuck that. This little ass house been messed up already. So it's like, it's time to go back to grandpa's house. You know what I'm saying? And so, whether it's mentally or physically.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. How about that?
So right now it's like, where was I at with it? I done lost my train of thought. See? What was the last thing I just said?
You said we could either go back mentally or physically. We were talking about the choice.
The bloodline. So it's the reason why we don't have good medical and things like that. Like my son's living in Germany. They don't have to pay for certain shit. Why? Because Germany is for Germany, for Germans, right? Switzerland is for Swiss people, right? So everybody has their thing. So when it comes to them, they're going to take care of themselves. Whether you're an immigrant that ended up being there, you just in a better house. These white people over here, their allegiance is to over there.
Yes.
It's not really, their allegiance is not really to America. It's to Britain and Israel. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing but like, you know, a storage house.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there is no there is no such thing as an American. We can say that all we want, like African American. There's no Chinese American. You just Chinese. So it's like, no, I'm African. That was stolen and brought over here, and I'm used to being over here. But the fact of the matter is, it's hard to benefit here because there's no ties to this land like that as far as the overall government. So by the overall government not feeling like, you know, they don't. When you have a bloodline or something, you protect that shit,
Absolutely.
and you make sure that area is taken care of. To the point where, yeah, it might be some racist white people in Europe, but the thing about people in Europe, they'll be damned if they tear their shit down with a whack-ass thread of bullshit. So Europe, what, you know, Europe is the way it is because the white people that's over there actually care about where the fuck they're staying at.
Absolutely.
They're not shitting where they eat at.
They're not renting.
Right. Exactly. They're not renting. These people can shit where they eat because they like, this ain't really my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really got no ties to this shit like that. I'm gonna just run this shit to the dirt like that.
Which is the American way.
Talk about America. How you? This what I be tripping me out. How the fuck people be so patriotic with no free Medicare?
I don't know. I have no clue.
All this tax money and we ain't got free Medicare. How come teachers, doctors, the people that actually fucking matter
don't make nothing.
Don't make shit.
Nothing. And you'd rather me be in debt for the rest of my life to get a whack ass education.
My son speaks 4 fucking languages. He only 14, and he would no. I'm tripping. My son is only. I'm getting old. 13. Right, and will run circles around the average
anybody
freshman in college. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, how is this the greatest country?
It's not.
We just the greatest bullies. You know what I'm saying? We the best bullies on the block, but it's like they don't give a fuck about the people that run this country. Don't give a fuck, because if they gave a fuck, our education system would mean something.
Would be dope.
White people don't even get a good education in America. How about that?
Nope.
Even white people get a poor education in America.
Well, at this point, most folks are living behind a facade. They want you to think things about them that aren't true, just based on race, or I don't even believe in race, but based on color. They want you to feel inferior. It's psychological. They want you to feel inferior when you're not inferior, and everything that they've done, they've taken from your actual bloodline to create their kingdom. This why,
you know, this why I try to tell people. I know you try to speak. We try to speak proper English at times, right? But I'm like, fuck all that proper English shit. You know why? Because none of us are speaking proper English. Even the white people that live here, I don't give a fuck how dorky or, oh my gosh, that's not proper English. That's country, prisoner, exiled prisoner language. Because a white person from London will run circles around a white person from America, okay? When it comes to language and education. You understand what I'm saying? So knowing that, I stopped giving a fuck about a lot. You know, I don't have that thing over me that, you know, black people get real popular around white people. I don't. If you know what you know, if you can get the job done, you can get the job done. You don't have to put on the Black Karen accent.
Black Karen.
Be yourself, because they being themselves.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that don't mean like, you know, you gotta get extra Crenshaw with it. I'm saying, like, you don't have to change your shit up around him. I don't change for another nationality to make them feel like, oh, yeah, he's educated.
Comfortable. Yeah, please. I'm past that. I mean, I'm off that. I learned a lot as I got older and I started to climb the ranks in corporate America.
Right.
And I realized, first off, I'm way more intelligent than most of y'all.
Yeah.
Secondly, my work ethic is way harder than yours in my sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of having to be more than you and get less than you. So, I'm out.
Intelligence is a lot. I equate intelligence with results. See,
that's it.
Because people can say some shit that sounds intelligent,
but you ain't getting nothing.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I got laid off. Yesterday was my last day. Raise the roof.
Laid off from where? Where was you at?
So I worked for a program called Year Up, and I managed the internship. So I was a corporate partner. I dealt with, the Fortune 5, Fortune 50s, Fortune 1s. And then I placed young 18 to 24, Black and brown people into roles without college degrees, without all of the traditionals, so that they can prove that I'm qualified for this job just as well as somebody else who has a degree. Right. And what was happening was about between 40 or more % of these interns, and they had a 6-month internship, were then converted to full-time employees at these places where they actually ask for college degrees, and they're making more money than their parents. Right. And we're breaking the cycles of poverty. So it's an amazing program, program. I enjoyed teaching them about professionalism, teaching them how to play the game so they can get in the door, and how to, maneuver through and start to own their own.
One of the biggest techies I know right now dropped out in the 10th grade, right? And he works for the biggest tech company you could work for. Let's just say that. I've been working for him for years. Rich as hell. And he was like, man, all I did was take the same energy that it took for me to make these beats and shit and all that shit, and I just used it for that. And he was like, when it comes to computers and just shit like that, he's not looking at it from like a person that goes to school. Like he's like looking at it from, I'm hands-on with all this shit. So I'm hands-on with it. I've been hands-on with it since I was in the 10th grade. So even back then, I was the guy opening up shit and looking at different wires. I knew this shit naturally. So by the time he got, of age, he got hired on the spot, because at the end of the day, if you run in a company, trust me, I don't give a fuck what college you went to. With my job,
you're gonna do this right.
You're gonna do this shit right, because it's
gonna do this right.
Smart idiots. Somebody just tried to call me. Hold on.
Damn you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So it's a bunch of smart idiots out there. It's about getting the job done. It's not about looking smart. And that's one thing I always try to get to my people a lot of times too. It's like, a lot of times we be more worried about the presentation than the actual result, or how it looked, how we look doing it, than actually getting the job done. Like, fuck looking smart, do some smart shit.
Some smart shit.
You know what I mean?
What a concept.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's no different than, people like to talk shit about certain artists, right, in the game that might be more of a commercial status, but they got, all the they're getting the money. I'm like, at the end of the day, dude, they were smart enough to go negotiate what they went and negotiated. You can't be mad because he concentrated more on the economic aspect and you concentrated more on the art form. They both, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, one is not more revolutionary than the other. You know what I'm saying? Just because,
and it's a choice.
Just because you could be rapping some conscious Black shit all day, right? But you're not employing nobody, making no money, doing nothing. You just spewing out all this shit, right? And nothing physically happens. Meanwhile, this dude rapping about, you know, sipping lean and all this shit. But at the end of the day, he done built a daycare service, low income. He got low income housing,
brands,
this, that, and the third.
all kinds of
So
things.
what's really more revolutionary at the end of the day? So you gotta. It's a balance with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It ain't always about how it looks.
Yeah,
You know,
I had somebody. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They came and got us on the fucking boats. They didn't give a fuck how that looked. You understand? They didn't give a fuck how that looked. They like, we about to get this free labor. Fuck what you talking about. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck how it looked.
Since you put it like that.
Fuck how it look. I don't give a fuck how I come off if I rub you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm getting the job done, if a few motherfuckers don't like me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I'm getting the job done, I don't give a fuck who I rub, whose shoulders I rub.
Then I'm effective. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mission complete.
Everybody ain't gonna like you.
Wow. Why you so deep on a Saturday? I
don't know. This is my regular.
I like it.
Maybe
I like it.
Like Biggie. It's the weed, yo.
It's the weed, yo.
The weed,
so,
that shit.
When is this album coming out?
When these damn mixes get done. These damn mixes.
I can wait.
Well, the key to the album is mixed. The key to the album is mixed right. So that I just want Holy Water to come out first.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and what can, I guess, a little snapshot of what can we expect from Holy Water?
Holy Water is basically my prosperity preaching album.
Amen.
I'm on my Peter Popoff. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes.
I'm on my Peter Popoff shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm throwing some hood mysticism in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
A lot of hood mysticism. The album is it reminds me of Pain Language.
Okay.
A little bit. It's because it's kind of dark.
That's what I was about to say. What is it coming from?
Yeah.
This pandemic, this current state of affairs?
It was kind of a joke.
Okay.
From watching all them fucking Peter Popoff commercials and shit. And I was like, yo, I want to do something I'm like, this is basically the rap game. I'm like, yo, I need to do some shit like this.
Okay.
And so I went there with it, you know what I'm saying? And
you crazy.
It's funny, yo. This shit's gonna be funny. I hope the Christians don't get mad at me.
Nah.
Nah, they ain't gonna be mad because I'm actually saying some good shit on there. I got one song though called The Perverted Pastor. That shit is funny to me.
It'll be funny to everyone, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a comedian.
Right now, I shot a piece of a video. We about to start shooting videos and shit and all that. You know, I just been recording. I haven't really been like super active with the shooting. I see everybody working and da. I just been more recording than actually even releasing songs. I did a lot of features because people always be like, damn man, you killed it this year. And I'm like, I did. I only dropped one album. Well, one and a half album I did. I came out with the Trust the Chain at the beginning of the year. And then I did the Dirty Digs mixtape, the Arctic Plus Degrees. That's about it. But I didn't really. That had a lot of features on it, so I wasn't really like that. Wasn't like
looking at it like one of yours.
It's a dope ass album though, but it's kind of underground because they put it out themselves to their fan base. So it wasn't really blasted like these albums are about to be blasted. So I haven't really put out nothing as far as Planet Asia this year like that outside Trust the Chain and Arctic Plus Degrees, and that was strong enough for me because the Trust the Chain album, that shit is solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I wanted people to digest the music. I didn't want to just be coming back to back. I wanted y'all to be able to feel it a little bit. But these next joints, I ain't gonna front. I got bullets coming to y'all asses though. Now, I got a whole clip for albums about to be released.
We're ready.
Yeah, after this go round, I'm like, damn, Yeah.
You ready? Let's have it.
Yeah. Don't forget, I got the DJ Scratch album coming out too. You know, me and DJ Scratch got an album.
I didn't know that. I missed that.
Yeah, I'm almost done with that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm only like a few songs away. That
Just
album,
keep giving me more music. Just
crazy.
keep.
First fully produced album by DJ Scratch.
Dope.
You know
Shouts out
So,
to DJ Scratch.
you know, that's
course.
the Grandmaster.
Yeah, he's
You know what I mean? Grandmaster DJ Scratch. You know what I mean?
Yay. I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I just like to, honestly, you know what? I just, in a very heartfelt sense, I just like you. Like, I just like you. I like your energy and I like what you stand for.
Appreciate
Your
that.
music is crazy and it's always been good. Cali Agents to today is good.
Yo, we might have another Cali Agent album.
Nuh-uh. Hush.
We already did we did a few songs. And
in 2020?
Shit, 2019 going into 2020.
All right.
Yeah. We recorded. Yeah.
Okay.
But a specific producer, I don't want to say his name yet. We're gonna do a whole project with him.
Here you go with this damn trivia.
That y'all all know. You know what I'm saying? And it fits Cali Agents perfect because he's one of those producers that makes aggressive, classic beats. He done produced for everybody.
Is he East Coast?
Yep, he done produced for everybody from Biggie to whoever you can think of. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
aggressive beats. I'm gonna use that as my clue.
He got a few plaques. He got some plaques. You know what I'm saying? So when this Cali Agent album comes, when we do this, it'll be like,
okay.
This.
You got treats. You got treats for us.
I got some treats. You know what I mean? I be forgetting, man. I be forgetting all the shit I got. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you stay busy. You stay busy. Yeah. Allowing yourself to be used and just, you're a vessel and everything comes through you.
When I drop the website, I'm gonna just stop saying what album I'm coming out with. I'm just like, go to such.com.
No, you ain't. You gonna keep talking. You gonna keep talking. Well, look, I just wanted to say thank you.
Right.
For your time.
That's right.
Right. I don't take it lightly that you are busy. And
because I just woke up.
I know.
Literally.
This guy, we already on different time zones. You waking up all late. But I appreciate you.
Right.
Just give some final words to the viewers, whatever you want to leave people with.
Yo, the hip hop is probably is the best culture in the world because it brings everybody together. You know what I'm saying? It's the only culture that brought every nationality together. All the human families of the planet Earth. Black, you know what I'm saying? Spanish, Indian, you know what I'm saying? Eastern, Africans, Europeans, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? This the only culture that done this. You know what I'm saying? This is the mirror to the world. You know what I'm saying? This is the innuendos to the world. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn how to get to the highest elevation, which is love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once we get a proper understanding. A proper understanding is the only thing that can solve the chaos that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And we just going through the hell that we got to go through right now to come out right.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Know what I mean?
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Every opportunity, just take it with love. Give it with love. Yeah. Evolve. I want to evolve. We all need to evolve.
Right.
You know? Well, right. I love you much.
Love you too.
Everybody follow Planet Asia everywhere. All the information will be below. And,
Right.
you know, stay on my radar.
Right.
I'll be waiting for my my email. Send me email.
Got you.
And to all my listeners and, you know, fans and followers and supporters of Planet Asia, thank you for joining us. I want you to make sure to keep it hip hop. Follow Ladies Love Hip Hop. And I'll see you later.
All right, one love. Peace.
Peace.
Ladies Love Hip Hop.